Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanamma. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. A 5-point agreement struck, including the one regarding efforts to change the name of Koshi Province reached between Koshi Province government and those in favor of identity. Prime Minister Dahal directs for drastic changes in the budget mechanism, says the existing mechanism is a hurdle in country's transformation. Pakistan election early results show PTI-affiliated candidates taking a narrow lead, followed by PMLN and PPP contenders win 55 constituencies, authorities accused of tampering election results. And Nepal hosting China for a friendly schedule for tomorrow, match to kick off at 3:30 p.m. at the capital's Dasra Stadium. Koshi Chief Minister Kedar Karki has expanded the Province Council of Ministers. Karki appointed 4 ministers and 1 state minister to give his cabinet a full shape after 4 months. Pradeep Kumar Sunwar has been appointed Minister for Health. Ram Kumar Khatri is the Minister for Industries, Agriculture and Cooperatives. Indira Thapa is the State Minister for Financial Affairs and Planning, while Sunita Kumari Gurung is the State Minister for Internal Affairs and Law. Meanwhile, Rajendra Kumar Karki is the Minister for Social Development and Narayan Burjamagar is the Minister for Drinking Water, Irrigation and Energy. Chief Minister Karki has kept the Ministry of Financial Affairs and Planning with himself. Koshi Province government and those in favor of identity have agreed to initiate efforts to change the name of the province. A 5-point agreement, including the one regarding initiating effort to change the name of the province, has been reached between the two sides today. Based on the agreement between the two sides, the entity in favor of identity is to proceed with peaceful political activities, with the government not using any force and ensuring proper management for treatment of those injured during the agitation for identity, along with compensation for the family members of the martyrs. Meanwhile, the government is to release those arrested by withdrawing the cases filed against them. Based on the consensus, the agreement is to be presented at the Council of Ministers and then taken forward to the Provincial Assembly. The two sides had also held a dialogue yesterday. Earlier, the province government had formed a dialogue committee led by Province Minister for Physical Infrastructures on 20th of January. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal has directed to make preparations for drastic changes in the budget mechanism for the upcoming fiscal year. At the discussion with the experts related to development and planning held at the office of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers in Singhadarwar, Premier Dahal said that the existing budget mechanism was a hurdle in transformation of the country. He also directed for development of the budget on the basis of priorities. At the program, Deputy Chairperson of National Planning Commission, Min Bahadur Shrestha, said that increase in production and employment would address several issues of the economy and added that all stakeholders were proceeding on the basis of the same for budget development. He also said that the 16th plan, which comes into implementation from the coming fiscal year, would be focused on increasing production. At the program, experts stressed on putting an end to random selection of projects, formulation of plans for transformation of informal economy to formal, and increasing public access to resources of production. The experts also suggested prioritizing implementation of fiscal and administrative federalism and transforming green economy to ecotourism. Identifying the need to put an end to the situation of increasing costs of national pride projects, they also suggested in formulating plans to ensure independence in agriculture. The government has decided to celebrate Democracy Day for a period of 3 days. Today's meeting of the main organizing committee, chaired by Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal, decided to celebrate Democracy Day for a period of 3 days on 18th, 19th and 20th of February. In addition to regular programs, the government has also prioritized literature-related democracy, while the special program is to be organized on 19th of February. The government has initiated procedures to retrieve 10 ropanis of land, which is currently in the name of Champion Footwear in Basbari. The Land Reform and Revenue Office of Kathmandu has issued a 21-day notice in the name of Champion Footwear to return the 10 ropanis of land in Kathmandu's Basbari to the government. The Land Revenue Office yesterday issued a notice to then operator of Champion Footwear and current chairperson of the Board of Directors of Chandbagh Residency, Sanjay Thakur, to be present at the office personally or send someone representing him within 21 days. The Land Revenue Office has made it clear that if the defendant is not present at the office within 21 days, the process to bring the land under the government's name will move forward as provisioned by the law. The police had arrested Chairperson and Managing Director of CG Holdings, Arun Chaudhary, then Chair of Basbari Leather and Shoe Factory, Ajit Narayan Singh Thapa, and Sanjay Thakur in the land scam of the 10 ropenis of land of Basbari Leather and Shoe Factory. However, they were released on bail last Wednesday, but CIB has continued its investigations. Chandbagh is a company operated under the CG Holdings. Vice-Chancellor Selection and Recommendation Committee of the Tribhuvan University has made public the name list of 14 candidates from among the total of 43 applicants. With the objective of appointing a new Vice-Chancellor through an open competition, the shortlist has been prepared after assessing the personal details, work plan and the proposal. The committee has also allocated February 12 to 14 for the presentation of the shortlisted candidates. After their presentation, the committee will recommend 3 names for Vice-Chancellor, 2 Chancellor and Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal. Among the 3, 1 individual will be appointed as the 20th Vice-Chancellor of the Tribhuvan University. The applications were called with a 15-day deadline on 8th of January. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal has expressed the commitment of putting an end to political share in appointments at the university and appointing officials on the basis of merit. The position of Vice-Chancellor at the Tribhuvan University has remained vacant since 3rd of November last year. Meanwhile, the process for appointment of Vice-Chancellor at the Midwestern and Sudarpasm universities has also moved forward. Both universities have issued a notice calling for applications. Moving on, more than 22,000 complaints have been piled up at the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority. The number of complaints at the central and 7 province offices of the anti-graft body stands at 22,127. Of them, 50% of the complaints are related to local levels. The Commission is of the understanding that the complaints have increased as the local levels perform several tasks related to education, health, physical infrastructures, and are directly of concern to the service seekers. After the local levels, maximum complaints are related to land and education. Questions have surfaced against the capacity of the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority, as verdicts against the claims have been issued in more than 70% of the cases registered at the Special Court in the 33 years of the establishment of the entity. The Commission, which was established with the objective of shouldering the responsibility of investigating abuse of authority by individuals holding public positions, is set to mark its 34th year of establishment tomorrow. Now, the Department of Immigration has begun paperless services. The department has begun services including office automation, e-visa and e-payment. Having started the online services, the department has said that service seekers will no longer require to reach the office to receive new visa, extend the visa period and receive permit for trekking from today. E-visas can be received from the nepalport.immigration.gov.np. After the application is approved from the platform, the service seekers will receive a receipt in their email, after which they can make online payment. Following the online payment, e-visa or electronic travel authorization will be sent through email. The department has also made the arrangement for online payment from all service providers in Nepal. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Narayan Kaji Shrestha had inaugurated the online services at a program organized at the Department of Immigration. The Sudarpasm Province government has completed 1 year. However, there are grievances that the province government has failed to perform effectively. Nepali Congress's provincial party leader Kamal Shah was appointed the province's chief minister on this very day last year after CPNUMO's Rajin Singh Rao failed to collect the required vote of confidence. The provincial government gained a full shape only after 5 months of Shah assuming office due to lack of consensus in the share of ministries. In the 1 year of the formation of the government, the only works achieved were the budget formulation and budget announcement. No new laws were formed as the provincial assembly were not given business. Leaderships at thematic committees were also chosen after only 1 year for the same power equation reason. Capital expenditure remained limited at 15% in the 7 months of the ongoing fiscal year as development works failed to gain momentum. Analysts have said the province government also failed to generate adequate employment opportunities. Meanwhile, the province government has cited lack of authority from the federal government as a reason for its inability to perform. They say the centre has remained hesitant in distribution of power, as many laws concerning the police, civil service, among others, have yet to be formed. The Sudarpasm government is led by Nepali Congress and includes Nagarik Unmukti and Janata Samajwadi Party. However, disputes have risen among the alliance partners. Maoist centre members have voted to change the provincial party leader, saying that the minister's work was not satisfactory, and are reportedly lobbying to also replace him. A 105-kilometer cycle journey has begun from Nepalganj to Thakurdwara of Bardia National Park with the objective of identifying and promotion of tourist destinations in the western region. The journey, which began from the popular religious shrine of the West, Bageshwari Temple, will end at Thakurdwara of Bardia National Park. According to organizers, Nepalganj Cycling Club, a total of 300 cyclists from Nepal and India are participating in the journey. The journey also aims to take foreign visitors to new tourist destinations of Nepal through affordable and easy journey. The organizers have said that the journey is being organized at an investment of around 2.5 million rupees. The Department of Livestock Services has urged for taking special safety measures and care as African swine fever has been seen in pigs in several districts of the country. Saying the African swine fever was found in Tanahu, Lamjung and Kaski districts, the entity has called for adopting special safety measures. Spokesperson of the Department of Livestock Services, Dr. Chandra Dahal, has said that the District Administration Office and the local government have suggested to adopt high alert. High fever, redness of skin, tail, ears and stomach, blue spots in body parts and vomiting are seen during African swine fever. Dr. Dahal also added that discussions were underway regarding the use of vaccine developed by Vietnam to curb the deaths of the animals. The disease was first seen on 16th of May 2022, after which a total of 60,000 pigs of 28 districts had succumbed to the disease. It had caused massive losses to the farmers who had not insured their livestock. Itahari sub-metropolis of Sunsari is to make uniforms mandatory at all schools. According to Mayor Hemkarna Podal, the decision was taken to ensure uniformity in the school uniforms. A decision was taken for mandatory traditional cap at private and community schools inside Itahari. Meeting of the Municipal Education Committee has also decided to get rid of tie at schools in Itahari from the coming academic session. The sub-metropolis has also decided for mandatory admission of children of staffers and elected public representatives at government schools. Following increase in grievances regarding sales of textbooks by the schools have been prohibited from doing so. There are a total of 170 schools in Itahari with 134 private and 36 community institutions with a total of 63,526 students. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, what should be done to retain the workforce that has returned with skills from abroad? Your options are A. Provide entrepreneurship opportunity, B. Give subsidized loan, and C. Employ them based on their skill. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Let's move on to international update. Pakistan's election early results show PTI-affiliated candidates taking a narrow lead, followed by PMLN and PPP contenders. Results started to trickle in nearly 12 hours after polling for national and provincial assemblies ended yesterday. Independent candidates, the vast majority of whom are affiliated with the PTI, maintained their lead, winning 55 constituencies. The PMLN remains in second place, clinching 43, followed by the PPP with 35. Official results should have been announced last night or earlier this morning. The delay has raised eyebrows, with PTI spokesperson Rauf Hassan accusing authorities of tampering with the election results, saying votes have been stolen. In previous elections, there is no denying the fact that the military has had an overpowering role. However, right now it is difficult to substantiate claims that the military is involved in what's happening in there. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians are living in extremely disastrous conditions in the war-stricken Gaza Strip, where they now face famine that threatens their survival due to inaccessibility of the food aid. Due to scarcity of food and grain stocks, the Palestinians are collecting herbs for food or eating fodder intended for animal food, which they grind in primitive mills to make bread from it to feed their children. They say they are collecting a variety of weeds, including cheeseweed, because it is satisfying for the children when cooked, adding that they are forced to eat everything eatable because of hunger. Displaced Palestinians have called on the Arab countries and all other countries of the world to secure the entry of aid to people who have no help. In the south of the Gaza Strip, as hundreds of thousands of displaced people flocked to shelter camps, most of the food supplies were sold out in the markets and people became dependent on food aid, which is insufficient and inaccessible. Russia and Ukraine have exchanged 100 prisoners of war from each side in the nearly two-year-old war, with the United Arab Emirates acting as an intermediary. Russia's defense ministry, in a post on the Telegram messaging app, provided few details of the exchange, but said returning soldiers would undergo medical examinations in Moscow. The ministry also released footage it said showed soldiers returning on a bus following the swap. It noted the UAE's humanitarian mediation, as did the Ukrainian body overseeing exchanges of the prisoners of wars. Nepal squad led by Manish Dangi to play a Chinese team has been announced. The team has been announced for tomorrow's match against China's Yushu youth team, which will be played at the Dashrath Stadium. The Chinese team is set to play an international match for the first time. Chinese team captain Dorji said that his side was enthused for the match against Nepali players. Nepali team captain Manish has said that good preparation has been done for the match. Head coach Vincenzo Alberto Anis said that Australia's departure of 4 players was the worst loss for the national team. Goalkeeper Anis Deula, Sesehang Angdembe, Ashish Chaudhary and Simant Thapa had left for Australia 4 days ago. The Nepal side now includes Samir Tamang, Sanjeev Bishta, Nirajan Dhami and Manish Dangi as forward. Midfield boasts talented players in Ayush Khalan, Prasad Laksam, Utsav Rai, Lakhin Limbu, Santosh Khatri, Rahan Karki, Chandan Kumar and Kushal Dewa. The defence line includes Padam Bhattarai, Ajay Chaudhary, Angel Bharjan, Chiring Lama, Yogesh Kurung, Ashik Babu, Sumin Shrestha and Vishal Basnit. Pujan Hona, Vishal Sunar and Santosh Mahat are the goalkeepers. The match is to be played on the occasion of the Chinese New Year. The match, which is slated for a 3:30 p.m. kickoff, will be broadcast live on Kantipur Max television. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.